I got a product you should know about. Finna have LA County on fire, got the whole hood showing out. A new concept, peep the process. I'ma break it down and put it in proper context. Get a 7-foot map with your set on it. Red or blue, it don't matter, you can flex on it. Long Beach, Compton and Watts, LA, Inglewood, every single block. Might catch a view with your local barbershop. Hang it up at the crib and you getting props. Collector's item for the chosen few. Go ahead and buy you one for the culture like you supposed to do. If you new to the town, you need a good map. I got one better, get you a hood map. Guarantee you it's worth it. Hoodmapsllc.com for the purchase.
Juice Bundles, and we back in the building. The Sound of Hip Hop, the podcast where we improving the culture one episode at a time. Anyway, let's get into one of the dopest pioneers of rap. You know what I mean? One who started this, comes from the Bronx, that started hip hop, period. And, you know, definitely an MC of his time. My man, the teacher, KRS1. You get what I'm saying? He just came out with a new album. It's called I'm a MC. Are you 1, 2, or 12? I'm going with the 1, 2 because it correlates with mic check 1, 2, 1, 2. And he only got 2 features on the entire album, which is G Simone and Sun One. Just to get into his album, I want to say, like, in my opinion, you know, it's for an old school crowd, but it's actually, in my opinion, for new school dudes. And I think what he's trying to let you know on here is that, you know, the old school has not gone away, and that even though I'm from the old school, I still got bars and I still got lyrics. I think that's what, you know, this album, I think that's what he was trying to tell people with this album. I don't know how long it's been since he came out with another album, but I will say that as far as his bar for bar performance, as far as on his level, I don't think he's missed a step since. And even though he's older, I will say that in his age range, in my opinion, in his age range, like when it was the KRS1's, when it was the Rakims, he was a top tier rapper. And even from that aspect, from back then, it's not like he's gotten worse from back then. I honestly want to say he's gotten a little better, but you could tell by his rhymes and certain things that he does still have that old school style. But I will say that he has shown with this album that he definitely has what I like to say, like, can compete with the lyricist, or at least show you that even though I've been gone for this long, I'm still I'm still an MC as far as that is concerned. You know what I mean? So now we're going to jump into what I like to call the Fab Four. And the first song on my Fab Four is his first song that's on the album. It's called The Beginning. And the reason why I think he named it that is I think he went back to the beginning, back to the essence of hip hop, because really he just getting off. And I ain't gonna lie, I like these type of tracks. You know what I mean? I like these type of tracks to where, you know, it's not really a hook situation. I don't even remember if he has a hook. I just know he is getting off for a long time, showing you his lyrical talent, and that's what, like, this track is about. You know what I mean? Just showing y'all that I don't think he wants to keep up. This is what I think he's showing you. I don't think he wants to keep up with today's hip hop. I think he's showing you that with this album, and especially this track, this is the beginning. This is how it started. That's for one, as far as the track is concerned. But really, he's talking about, like, you know, my lyrics are still up to par with these dudes in the industry today. I don't think he really, like, cares to blend in with the auto-tune and stuff like that. He didn't have one track like that on his entire album. You know what I mean? So I really like this track. It's definitely the best track on the album, in my opinion. It's either out of this track, and I'm going to get into another track that I feel that about. But like I said, this is called The Beginning. Please check this joint out. So for the second song on the Fab Four, we got a song called Raw Hip Hop. And I really think that this is one of his best tracks on here. He's taking it back. He's telling the story how, hip hop started. He's telling you, and he's got a certain type of beat that's, like that old school raw type hip hop. He's just going back, taking it back, getting lyrical with you. And I think for what he tried to do with this track, I think this deserves to be on the Fab Four as well. You know what I mean? I would have to say that as far as his beat selection too, this was one of the better beats on the album. I would say that first of all, the song that I just played before the beginning, these two beats are like, I won't say up to date beats, but they're not so far back. It's like they got a little something. I'm not even saying they got a little something today with them, but they got a little something in them that's kind of, trickier, finessey, that makes you, adapt to it, especially with his flow. So please check this song out. So for the third song on the Fab Four, it's actually the third song on the album. Even the last song, Raw Hip Hop, the first song I got, it was the first song on the album, the beginning. The second song was the second song. This is the third song on the album. It's called Crazy. And I really like this song. I think that I really liked what he did with it. Like, he was showing true lyricism. He switched up his delivery, kind of rapping faster, and he really just wanted to show you his flow and, what he brings to the table as a lyricist is crazy. You know what I mean? That's what the whole song is about. He just giving you that, like, again, that raw hip hop and where he comes from with it. Where he comes from with it and what time it is, because I ain't gonna lie, like I told you, what I mean? I like all type of hip hop, but the lyrical hip hop, what I've been seeing lately is that even the people that do lyrical hip hop, what they're doing more or less is they're adapting to new hip hop. Nah, don't adapt to new hip hop. The fans that like, I'm not saying that don't do any type of songs like that, but the fans that like those songs. The fans that are like your songs or the way you do hip hop would like your songs. You know what I mean? Let hip hop be diverse. You get what I'm saying? And I think that he's sticking to that with this song. So please check it out. It's called Crazy. And for the last song on the Fab Four, we got a song called Achieving the Levels. It's actually the fifth song on the album. And I like this song is because anybody who likes KRS1, when it's like he got one of them beats that, accommodates that. I want to say what I call his teacher flow, when he kind of like sits you down and just basically tells you lyrically what he's trying to tell you. You know what I mean? That's what this song is. It's like this song is like the essence of KRS1. He sits you down like, I come through with the lyricalness. You know what I mean? Like, and puts it to you like that. Anybody who knows KRS1 will know what I'm talking about. So if you like that type of song, this is the song that, is on that time. So please check this joint out. So with all that being said, we just got into KRS1's new album, I'm a MC, RU12. That's what I'm going with. And I just want to say for the album, he tried his best as far as the lyrical talent. And I don't think, like I said, I don't think his skills have diminished one bit. But what I will say is he's a little outdated with this whole entire project. You get what I'm saying? I think he more or less stuck to his roots, his principles about music, and that's why he put out this project. For one, excuse me, I've always looked at KRS1 as an MC. If I had to, I do my little ratings, you'll see what I say about him then. But like 80s rappers, as far as even the lyricists of 80s rappers, they're kind of set in their ways, and not even all of them are the ultimate MC. If you look back, the people that they dare call MCs that were 80s rappers or like lyricists, I don't think that if you took everybody from every time and then made the lyricist catalog, that a lot of those dudes would even fit in. You get what I'm saying? I believe the original lyricist was birthed, in the 90s. You know what I mean? Illmatic, started that out. I believe also in the 2000s as well, because the 90s is where it was birthed, but the music, where you really heard it was the 2000s. That's when mixtapes was on like a high accord, and it became like, I want to say like, it became a time to where like you will put out albums, but the mixtapes is where you showed your lyrical ability. So those times in the 2000s were the music you got to hear from it, and the times in the 90s was where it was birthed. And when you hear this album, even him as an MC, I would say he's still an MC, but he kind of exposed himself, in my opinion, to where like he's not a top MC. You get what I'm saying? He kind of exposed, and everybody's always thought that about KRS1. He's not a top MC because his skills were still the same skills from back then. His sound was so outdated that I didn't really think it was a good album, to be honest. You get what I'm saying? But I at least give it up to him for like what he's doing and still pushing the lyricist envelope. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, like in my opinion, like Meek Mills, like you feel me? Like he started off as an MC, as a lyricist. Now he's really going with another direction for his entire music. You get what I'm saying? So I do give it up to him for stamping the type of genre that he's doing within hip hop with this album. But I will have to say, man, I didn't really like the album like that. I gotta be honest, and I've always liked the lyricist. I've always thought of him as a lyricist, but I gotta get his album a D, man. It was pretty hard to get through. The only thing that kind of saved him is what he kind of did lyrically, but I gotta get this album a D, man. I really want to know, especially the old heads, what y'all think about what I rated this album. Hit the comment section and let me know what's going on. Please hit the comment section. Please, like the video, man. Please like the video, even if you don't like the video. Like, push the like button anyway. You get what I'm saying? And please subscribe to the channel so that I can continue y'all to give y'all this raw report of, the stuff I see as far as this music. And please share the video. I want to see what everybody feels about this. Share this video, man. So like I said, we just got into that. Jooce's ratings, Jooce bundles, the sound of hip hop, and we out of here.